Alright, I think we're good to go. Hey, hello everybody! Let me unplug that so I get a little bit more freedom to move around. What is up everybody? Or say, word is up everybody. It is my channel, by the way. I gotta get used to saying that more often on my channel. I got stuff to break, but before I start cracking stuff for Daybreak, look at those! Aren't those great? I mean, obviously I'm not talking about the reflection on them, but let me go show you guys that. Look at that. We just start with these. Like, hello. Isn't that dope? The Alestriad pricing. They are awesome, aren't they? Now, the full art sheet, and that's the kicker. Now, I didn't realize when I got the frames, the full art sheet is actually a couple inches smaller than the other one, but like, that's so pretty. You guys see yourselves in the reflection. That's what I got for the Alestriad. Now I bring up what I got for the Alestriad because I have one more box outside of Daybreak to open today. That should be the right, yeah. Oh, my chat's broken. Hello? Chat? Why is it not working on the side of... In theory, chat, you're supposed to be underneath me right here. But, for the Illustrated pricing, I also got a base set box, so we're going to crack that later too. I didn't really crack too much base set because I cracked so much Kickstarter. So, yeah. Gonna get something today, I'm pretty sure either a reverse or a regular stellar. Hey, I mean, I didn't open them on stream, but I did get the reverse Lustragon, and Helen got a reverse P-Gleam after purchasing it from someone. So as long as I don't get reverse P-Gleam, I think we're good. Let me try to fix my chat box here so I can have you guys show on stream. I know why that's not working. Ooh, sorry. Oh, I think I know why. I'm gonna delete that. Add a window capture. It's chat. And then we got to... Whoop, not that. That's what we want. We're doing it live. And then... No, actually, hold on. I think I have a better way to do this. I'm live. Don't worry about it. We're just... Don't worry about me being totally doing this correctly. Want to know... Oh, maybe? I don't know why my chat always breaks like this, guys. Everything never wants to work properly. Always something. Because you hear the chat breaks. I don't know about that. Maybe I can... Okay. I have an idea. No. Okay, idea failed. Why can't I get chat to show up? Let me try. Hello, Galaxy. I'm just trying to fix chat on screen and then we'll get started. Let me try resetting. Transformation. No. So confused. This usually works, I swear. Breaking everything. You guys can't see what's going on right now, but I absolutely just broke my chat on the side of the screen. Just pull out the cartridge, blow it, and put it back in, turn the power back on. I don't think that works here. I'm so confused as to why it's not working. Okay, we're gonna try one more try. And then if it doesn't work, we're just gonna have to do the dumb, ugly way, pretty much. Aha! We did it. I'm a genius sometimes. Only took 4,000 tries. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of blending. And voila. There we go. We fixed it. Only took, what? How long? It took 5 minutes, but we fixed it. Alright. Let's open stuff, right? That's what we're here for. I'm super excited. Daybreak's exciting. This Farrageist is exciting. Yeah, everyone. I mean, Dave. So I would have opened this earlier in the week, except for the fact that I've been busy working. I love these stone tablets. Let me go get you the Shadow Stars one quick. I'm over here. The stone tablet cards are so pretty. Now the Chronodial is obviously really dark, but it's got like super, really nice, subtle foiling on it. So I have all those. I actually do want to make a Chronodial deck by end of stream, hopefully, depending on pulls. Though most of the Chronodial deck is honestly like Frostfall and base set. Waiting for order from the website to come, and hopefully next few business days. So that's the thing. My order said it was going to come today. It came on Tuesday, so it came early. But Farrageist numero uno. That's a pretty card. These tablet cards are so pretty. Like, legitimately. I like Stone Tablet Farrageist more because it fits the Egypt theme. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the Chronodial one is it is a little dark. On camera, it's, like, horrible, but in person, it's fine. Also, I think there's an issue where it has the wrong set number. It's supposed to be promo number, but it accidentally has the Daybreak set number for Farrageist full art, I believe, or something on it. That's kind of interesting. Actually, let me put on... I have another light I can put on. My screen's a little bit darker than I want it to be. Just putting my ring light up. Who is the legend on your screen? Depends. There's many legends on your screen. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Fluffle Enthusiast, Tertius, Galaxy, Pink Cowie. All legends because they're here. Right? Right. So all legends on your screen. Think about it. Brightness. I want that light. And not as bright, but bright enough to add to... There we go. Cool, so now we should be able to actually see a little bit of the foiling better, hopefully. Not really, but there is some really nice subtle foiling all over the card, which is super cool. I guess we start with a tournament pack, right? I need to find September for my girlfriend. It's worse. How you doing, buddy? It's first round of Daybreak. This is my first round of Daybreak. I opened 3 packs of Daybreak. I opened my blister, so I was like, I gotta open something. But yeah, nothing crazy. I opened a Dense Fog, a Cryoblast, and an Ash Rabbit so far. This tournament pack is the real kicker. As weird as it sounds, I'm looking for a September for my girlfriend. So that's what I'm looking for. Also, I wouldn't mind a Rise from the Ashes. So we're starting with an Elichick. I haven't really looked at the art yet, but that Elichick is actually pretty cool looking. Foamy. That's a beautiful, like, the Foamy looking up at a Smoky is amazing. Fun fact, there used to be the original art for Smoky had Foamy, like, Smoky looking down at Foamy, but it got changed. So maybe they just are going to revisit it. And Signac Trick, I'll take it. Probably one of the worst bridges in the game, but the pink, I wanted to get to focus. But, Pink Burb is Pink Burb. Definitely cool art. Definitely cool art. Unfortunately, not super playable. I want to keep these extremely separated. So I'm just going to put them with my reverse stellar pile, or rather my stellar pile in general. As completions, you have every tournament card. It's killing you. Yeah. Hey Skyhawk, how's it going? Okay, so I want to make a deck with Chronodial. So we'll start with Fairgeist, and then we'll look at Chronodial. I'll put some cards to the side. We'll open some Daybreak, and then I'll attempt to make a Chronodial deck on stream. Maybe get some games in a little bit later as well. Something, but you pulled Leo Bright from yours. The Leo Bright looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, I do really like the art. The issue is it's hard to tell some of the Solar Stellars because they're like a white color. Like to go back to my Lustragon. The Reverse Stellars, obviously, it's like impossible to tell, but you can kind of see it's like a pure white instead of like the off yellow white. So some are a little hard to tell, but they are cool. The art is very good. I'll give it that. Daybreak die in the Lunar Focus deck because not really lunar going on here, right? 3 packs. The box. Box art's the same inside and out. The rule book, obligated because Skyhawk's in chat. Look at all their rules work. Yada yada yada. Wow, such rules. Very amazing. Wow. Is Foretell in here now? I'd hope so, right? Let's see. I'm a little sniffly because I just sorted all my cards and was it is in the book. Foretell is there. Time to get a million and one questions. Yeah, Chronodial's Water Star Deck Part 2. Like, legitimately, I was talking with Swolax on his stream the other day. No, not Swolax. Eagle the Duck, Jacob, on his stream. And he's like, oh, I was surprised you're so excited for Chronodial. I was like, I love the Water Ramp deck, so the fact that now I can actually play Water Ramp with a better payoff than Majesty, I'm excited for Chronodial. Don't forget the like button, everyone. I mean, you guys can, but don't be forced to, but hit the like button. So I'm assuming all the Stellars will be behind the Fairgeist, if I have that right. So reverse? Nope. Go through it real quick. Also, the card texture feels so much nicer in this set. It's interesting. It's not like absurd increases or anything. It feels like a mix between like base set and Frostfall. Oh, Golden Fleece commons are going to be pretty nice. The Argo commons going to go pretty hard. Shield Achilles, Point Tipped Arrows always great. Altar Stars common great. Fog commons great. All the Owloons. Oh wait, this deck is only 2 elements, isn't it? Yeah, this is the only starter deck that's 2 elements and not 3. That's actually interesting. Foretell's good with finding out P-Box and shut down some of the effects. Yeah, because foretold cards are still technically in the deck. So if they are a special cast from Foretell, it can stop it, which I think is fine. Like, I mean, more reasons to run P-Box, right? Because P-Box is a really good card in some matchups. But now it's actually like a pretty strong card. All right, first pack. Barabib. That's like the best first pack card I could open here. Barabib is like one of my favorite cards in the set because it can go into fruit and turn fruit into a burn deck, along with Boltuga if you want. Fungi, Rumacole, Humbust, Eddie, let's go. Leo Bright, Ruminous, Solstox, and a Helios to start out pretty strong. Is that some of the cards I've noticed had like double hollow patterns, but this one doesn't. It's just a lot of stars. Or maybe it does. It's so hard to tell sometimes, but I think this is double hollow. Because you kind of see like right on that corner there, or the center, there's like 2 stars kind of layered on top of each other. I think I pull at least 5 of each list from the set. That's dope. I haven't read Barabib. What does it do? Oh boy, what does Barabib do? When you cast an Invoke Rune with Earth, you burn your opponent for 1. It can be activated up to 4 times. So if you basically play Barabig and then go like Nog, 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 drops a Leaf, it burns for 4. Or let's put it this way. Let's say you have a Dracaya in play and you go Barabib with Dracaya in play and you go Ambrosia, draw cards, burn you for 1. Nog, draw cards, burn you for 1. Another Ambrosia, draw cards, burn you for 1. Next turn, Rise from the Ash your Barabib because it gets killed, and then you do it again. Like, it's a really fun Invoke, Sorcery, Storm kind of deck that I really like playing in testing, so I'm really excited to play Barabib. And yeah, Barabib is one of my favorite cards of the set. Also, if you cast Mudslide, you can ascend into Barabog. Whoop-de-doo. I think Mudslide is a pretty decent card against some of like the Nexus decks. And then Mudslide's going to be crazy good against artifact decks. Like, if artifact decks pop off, you play Mudslide, and they have to disenchant from their artifacts, and that doesn't target, so it gets around Guardian the Fleece. Yes, it is a fun deck. For me, not my opponent. We got Fungi, Numero Dos, Rumacole, Humbust, Eddie, Larvacell, Bow of Apollo, Blazer Sword TK Tech card. She's already playing Hephaestus. First Light, Poison Tunic, Ash Rabbit. That's my second Ash Rabbit. This card is I like Ash Rabbit compared to Ash Rabbit because Ash Rabbit is obviously like Ash Rabbit's goated, right? It's one of the best cards in the game. What else is a fun deck for you and not for your opponent? Fungi Lock. I don't like the Fungi, like the fact that they attack lock you completely. I really don't like that. It's something I complained about a lot, so I didn't get my way. But yeah, it's definitely not a fun deck if you, especially for new players. If you're playing against it, like, oh, I just thought I'd attack. Got over to those blueprinting card air. As far as I know, the ones to watch are Corvishine, Follow the Wisp, and Eddie. I didn't hear about Corvishine. Speaking of blue cards, I was sorting through my Frostfall bulk and actually organizing, putting away, and I noticed that this Abominursa was like completely blue shot in the bottom. Like there's just a strip of blue on this Abominursa, which is kind of cool. So I put that to the side like literally half an hour ago as I was sorting cards. I thought that was kind of cool. Use specific rules to pop Fungi without using attacks. Yeah, which, if you're a good deck, you have interaction cards. Or you have, like, Dense Fogs and stuff to shut them off. So it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely a deck that if you're playing Fungi Lock against a new player, they're going to look at that and go, I don't know what to do. This is stupid. How could you do that? Like, that's OP, blah, blah, blah. And it's definitely not a super fun experience, but it's not a super powerful deck. All right. Pack number 3 from the Fairguy starter deck. We got Peegleam, Lumaru, Soulbell, Koffmel, Corvishine, Ruminous, Solstox, Faramel, a Coastalith. I don't like Coastalith, but it's a really cool card to build around. But I don't like it. So, yeah. Also, what'd they do to my boy? I don't like this Terralis. I love all the spirits in this set, except this Terralis. I don't super like, but the rest of the arts are fantastic. You want extra Chronodile box toppers if you get a dude Fairguys Village. So my girlfriend pulled only Chronodile, I believe, from her box toppers. So I am probably I'm basically looking for anything but Chronodile for my box toppers. And honestly, I like the tablet Chronodile better than I like the Box Hopper Chronodile, so I'll probably just make a deck with those. Daybreak with Pyro Art is the worst. Oh, come on. I love that. Like, I love that little guy. You're wrong. I'm sorry. Your opinion's wrong, Reaper. That's a fact. You're not allowed to have bad opinions here. Got some full 4 Hollow Coastal. Like, Coastalith in theory is like, oh, you play kind of like I don't want to say you play from behind, but it's a card where it's like going second, where you let your opponent establish 2 Elestrals turn 1, turn 2. It's kind of cool, and then you just drop Coastalith and tempo from there. Likers Flurman, your favorite arts from the set? Yeah, again, all the spirits are like really, really nice in the set. I just don't super like the or maybe it's the spirits that people like the most are the ones that they like least like the art of. I don't know. AKG, can I see the worm? Yeah, I guess it's got like the fatter tail, but I do like the art in general on it. All right, 3 more packs. Rulebook can go back in the box. All right, attempt number 2 for reverse starter deck, Stellar. Now I'm gonna put the Chronodile deck to the side because I will be using a bunch of cards in here to make a deck later. Just building up Thagamizer Tail, whatever that word means. Frostfall is the best spirits. I don't know about Frostfall spirits. I really like the base set alt art the most. I think is probably my favorite. The Stellars are pretty cool, but these spirits are really, really cool. All right, Chronodile. Reverse? Nope. The reverse, I'm assuming, is only ever behind Chronodile, or rather the Stellars in general is only ever behind Chronodile. Like, this deck is basically constructed. Like, what do you build with this deck? You put, like, the water ramp stuff, you put a couple Nomodiles in, and, like, you put, like, 2 Nomodiles, 2 Chronodiles, something like that. You know, Eddies. I don't think you run Kerbis in this deck, but, like, you run Eddie anyway. Nectars, Ambrosias, Poseidon, Try Poseidon ramp stuff. Rock and a Hard Place, Argos, Gorgons, Altar. Like, this deck is so good. Like, you buy 2 of these decks and you have, like, constructed Chronodile. Farside comic reference, basic tall creatures with tail weapon. Gotcha. Cough video idea there. Only spirit arts you dislike. Daybreak 1 Viparo, FF1 Lycris. That's fair. Cough video idea there. What are you talking about video idea? Because I just kind of was rattling off a bunch of thoughts. What do you want me to make a video on? And 3 more packs. Packs. Alright. Toxian V2. Star deck upgrades. Yeah, I mean, I did that before for base set. I don't think I ever did it for Frostfall, but how much better do you think these decks are versus the previous? Compared to Frostfall, probably about the same. Compared to base set, leagues ahead. I think the biggest issue with the Farrageist starter deck in particular is the fact that the Farrageist strategy is really janky without the lunar support, so it kind of throws people off. But the Chronodile deck is great. Like, you can build a constructed deck that is viable with 1 and some commons and stuff, and pretty much like tier 2 playable at minimum with some upgrades. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Farrageist deck for new players, just because I think the Farrageist deck is a little bit harder to play as a new player and actually experiment with. But yeah. Full Stellar, Mamma, Cow, Bye, cool. Sad the set is only 4 wind cards. Yeah, the wind is pretty light, but they're pretty good cards. Except maybe Cyclovenom. And hello, my girlfriend Helen. Welcome. You missed basically nothing. I opened 2 starter decks. I got Heliolith, Coastalith. That's where we're at so far. Alright, so Toxis Swarm we went through. Rhinymph, Temple of the Sun, Guardian of the Fleece, Bloom, Leobright, Ruminous, Soulstalks, another Heliolith. I'll take Heliolith. I think Heliolith is going to be like a really good card because the deck that it counters, or the deck it wants to be played in, is also the deck that it counters is pretty good. I did open that pack, Helen. I am sorry to say I did not get September. I got Pink Burb and Elchick and Foamy. We'll find you one though. Toxic Swarm Exalter seems like the basis of a great Wind Burn deck. Pretty much, like, that's what you do. Like, you play Wind Toolbox with, like, the Burn Engine on the side because you're playing Toolbox. You can still play Pantera and stuff. Don't Poke the Bear is another one. I think Don't Poke the Bear is going to be great. Follow the Wisps, Dratara, Humbus. Oh, I think I see a full art. Porcutide, Anacell. Oh my god, that card's so good! Okay, I don't think the card is great. I think Novacore is a cool, interesting build around. But look at that art, though! Oh my god. This card is... Oh my god. It's such a pretty card. Like, look at that card. Again, I don't think Novacore is, like, the greatest card in the world, but man, that's one of the best full arts. Got the other Thunderbird in your OTP? Yeah, like, I mean, I'll get more OTPs eventually, even if I have to, like, travel for them. I'll definitely try to find a day to go to an LGS that's running them. There's a bunch in Connecticut and stuff. It'll suck because it's going to take my entire day and night, but, like, definitely want to go try to do some more OTS stuff. All right, and last pack of the Chronodial starter deck. We got a Humbust, Eddie, Larvacell, Vertuka, Toxswarm, Javalucan, Batform, Polzer, and a Kreisboar. Earthquake got legs? Hoping to find some people in the Texas area to play with? Yeah, I mean, if you're, depending on when you're in Texas, take a trip to Georgia. I think Georgia's got like 4 stores that like a bunch of people are going to constantly, which is wild, which is cool. But yeah, I got like 2 stores in the area that carry Elestrals. One's not an LGS; it's Newberry Comics, which sells stuff. But hey, Tulane's day has broken. We only opened starter decks so far, nothing crazy, but unless you count a full art of an okay card, crazy like. Hello, Novacore? And we're about to crack into box 1. Oh, it's all North Georgia Galaxy. That's a shame. All right, let's open the first box of Daybreak. And for you guys who are just coming in, I have 2 boxes of Daybreak and 1 base set box to crack into. 5-hour drive, just start driving 5 hours before it starts and leave 5 hours early. So you get, I don't know, 3 minutes of playtime. Sounds worth it to me. See, what I need to do is get a car so I can just drive like an hour to an LGS that's running locals. But until then, until I get a car, which unfortunately I was buying a car and it fell through. So until I find an actual car, it's hard to travel outside of New York without a car. I live in southern New York, so I never needed a car. Trying to reach out to stores in Savannah, Georgia. That's cool. My closest store is like 6 hours away. I don't even care about playing. I just want the cards. Yeah, what's crazy for me is like Newberry Comics is a pretty well like known comic and like general nerd and card game retailer. Like not big box, but in the level of they've got like 30 or 40 stores in the Northeast, and they picked up Celestial, so it's just lucky. Like, and there's like 3 Newberry Comics near me that I can go to. All right, first box topper. Pharaohgeist. All right. So if we get 2 Pharaohgeist, I trade 1 with Helen. We're looking for Pharaohgeist and Celestleo because I believe Helen got 3 Chronodials. You want to confirm with that, or did you get 3 Celestleos? I forget what she said you got 3 of. But 1 down. Let's take a quick look at that. Actually, that is also a very pretty card. Is this Wrecking Art? No, it's Elite 4. Elite 4 and Wrecking Art do some crazy cool full arts. Spits and Ghost Camel. Hot Tooth. Is it... Do camels spit too? I thought that was llamas. I guess it's both. I think it's both. Casual plug, you're buying OTP packs. Everyone is planning on farming locals. I think camels also spit. Because I'm pretty sure... I don't know. But... Yeah, I got 3 Chronodials. Alright, so Helen, we're looking for another Pharaohgeist full art when we get to the next box, and we'll trade these. Or at least... not Chronodial. Don't Book the Bear, Follow the Wisp, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Nobodile, Vesuvituga as our rare. Throw it in the bulk rail pile, Spirit in the Spirit pile, moving on to the next pack. Turt. Yeah, Vesuvituga, I think, legitimately is a better capstone than Krakatuga. It's like that Krakatuga does more damage and can pop a card, but Vesuvituga is just way more efficient, where it's only one fire to burn two, which, although it takes longer to do stuff with that, is pretty good. You're opening a base set? Yeah. So, part of my Elestriad prizing, I got to choose either a Frostfall or a base set booster box, so I picked a base set first edition booster box. So we're going to open that probably last, or maybe we'll open that in between as a break of Daybreak. Alright, next up, Don't Poke the Bear. Oh, that's the blue Follow the Wisps. I'm not going to set, so I'll probably pull more. Dratora, Sundial, Glimbat, Bow of Apollo, First Light, Poison Tunic. Hey, first hollow of the box, Spectaris. People are on, like, Spectaris, like, Cope, I think. I think it's a very good card. I don't know if it's as good as everyone claims it's going to be, because I think cards like Heliolith, some of the other 5 defenders are going to be more relevant. Like, as long as you're not basically 5 statted from like a cheat effect like Monstation or Viserys, Spectaris is alright. Spectaris basically does nothing against 2s and 3s at all, so we'll see. Waiting for Bad Moon on the rise, Spectaris to go off, since I'm sure it will. Sundial, Glimbat, Nebulo. Also, Nebulo is cracked. I'm sorry. This is a Tectorus Valkyries, slightly worse stats, that also can potentially +4 you in the right deck. I don't think there's enough talk about Nebulo going on. Porcutide, Anisel, Fulgaries, Brumalinx. I wish this was a holo rare. Brumalinx is low-key really powerful, and that's another card that people are, like, sleeping on. Brumalinx does so much for Frost Nexus to just kind of set up for your Chivalry turn, when you just kind of lock all their back row down. And then after you locked all their background down on turn 3 or 4, you just go, cool, now we'll go Chivalry or start punching. How long till you get the fish with the funny name? I can't remember. Eddie! Eddie! I already got one Eddie. Where'd he go? Eddie! Eduardo! Room is super strong. It's also a thick 1-drop. Anyone need Turkish Side V4? Got 10 out of 3 boxes. Oof. Ruma does lock for Rhinosect. Maybe. You're looking for a full art PTA if I get one. Okay, Helen. Looking for the Jawbreakers. I legitimately just imposed Eddie's face over Ed on a meme on Twitter the other day. Like, legitimately. Alright, we got Corvisshine, Flecky, Bandolins, Mudlet, Boltuga, Rock'n'Hard Place, Nobodile, Leobright, and Cyprimal. Cyprimal's another sleeper. I think Cyprimal's pretty good because it just comes with its own destruction protection for a turn. That could... Ooh, fly. Get away from here, fly. That's just really cool. The Chicago Sky is the awesome art of Alun dive bombing the opposition. Doesn't really haven't looked... I honestly don't pay attention to the Circle Sky arts that much. I gotta see that when we pull it. Alright, we got Barabit, Fun Guide, Rumicole, Humburst, Eddie! Barabog, Scavicole, Humburst, Faliferos. Faliferos, trash. I think, like, your opponent can't chain to the Faliferos' effect, but, like, they can just chain to Faliferos coming into play and, like, still PTA and shit. EDA boy. Ed boy. Just go back to your starter deck. Just go back to your starter decks. Can't remember if they're in those. There are fleeces in the starter decks. Right, Pandolins, Mundlet, Boltuga, Bearbib, Fungi, Leobright, Ruminous, Soulstocks, Argo! Okay, this is another card that I think people are sleeping on. Yes, it's super expensive, but man, Argo can do so much work. Like, Wasp Ivy and Mill, because it's 2 rune casts for Humburst and it protects the Humbust. Like, Argo's crazy. Oh, the Circle of Sky and the Star Decks. You know what? I want to say, I don't know. Circle of Sky is actually, it's in one of them. I don't think it's in both. But we can definitely go back after if we don't pull one. But we're going to pull one in 2 boxes. Argo is very underrated. Yep. Argo, Rules Nightmare too, isn't it? You have 8 8 duplicate Argos? Psh, wait till we get a TCG player, and then wait till we get a TCG player, and then you'll have stonks. Ruminous Soul Stock, another Vesuvatuga. Also, this Flormine, I love that little Flormine. That was almost the art I used for the box opening thumbnail. Just Flormine looking at a box. Well, Ivy doesn't really need Argo from what I've tested. I'm having a great time playing Jank with instead. So the reason I like the Argo Wivey is because it just gives you, like, you don't want to play Poison Nectar, so Argo gives you like 2 more copies of Tunic to cast into Nectar and stuff. So when is the artifact cast? When is the artifact cast? That is the question of the day. Someone should go ask that on the rules Reddit thread that is going on right now. If you guys have ruling questions, go to the Reddit for Elestrals, because we're trying to collect Reddit posts there just so it's easily searchable, and go ask your questions there. If you have questions that are already answered and they're good questions, you should go to the Elestrals Reddit and ask them in the mega thread, just so we have ways to have a depository of, so to speak, of ruling threads for Elestrals. I'd appreciate it. It happens immediately after Argo resolves. Sort of. It's Chainlink 1 after Argo resolves. Plug speed dial. Yeah, like, I'm trying to promote the Reddit a bit more because it's hard for players to get invested into the Elestrals community through Discord if they don't join the Discord. Reddit is something that's publicly searchable, and someone can jump in and go through it and read things, so I'd like to see a little bit more kind of that public support on Reddit and other forums. There's a decent amount on Twitter now, but generally Reddit, I think, is a great way to just help people communicate about their hobbies. I know there's a lot of like frustration with Reddit as a company right now, but I still think it's a good platform to help kind of boost community interactions and show the game off in a way that people can actually find that's not on Discord. True, Discord is pretty temporal. Yeah, so I like Reddit. Hopefully Reddit gets, stick out of their butts, but in general, I would like to see the Reddit pop off a bit more, and it is actually growing pretty well. Yeah, it's not another one. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was. Argo is Chainlink 1, and then Artifact is Chainlink 1 on the next chain. Correct. It's, Solo likes to make weird chain interactions, so it is how it is, but that is correct, Eclipse. Silvershine, Plucky, Pandalance, Mudlet, Boltuga, Javelucan, Morfrost, Polzer, Ash Rabbit. That's my 3rd Ash Rabbit. We got the playset. We're done. Go home. Box break is over. We got broken card numero 2. GG. End of story. Apollo Soul Socks. Exactly. Plucky, Pandalance, Mudlet, Boltuga, Barabib, Porktide, Anacel, Fogeries. Oh, wow. That actually looks so pretty in foil. I'm not a huge fan of Brontoist. I already talked about the Fungite Lock in general, but, like, that card is really pretty in person. Not gonna lie. I do think it's a more interesting card than Brontoglow, for sure, but, like, the Whisper, janky. Who's going to be the Agumon of Elestrals, where you can make a whole deck of the same Elestrals? I keep pitching. So, when we had the original conversation about titled cards, one of the points that I made, this is actually, if you search Discord, you could probably find the discussion, because it was in general chat in Discord. We had the conversation with Dan. I was like, I would like to have a Foamy Armada deck, where I just have a bunch of Foamies, even if Foamies are bad. Just imagine a bunch of Foamies. They're just like float into random just bullshit. It would be fun. Different. You want to see the art different perspective of Jataya? Jataya would be cool. I'm planning to try and help spread the game how I can. Only recently found it, but the gameplay sold me. Hey, well, welcome. So the Elestrals gameplay, from my opinion, I've been playing Elestrals longer than basically everybody. Like, legitimately, I'm like the first person outside of Elestrals. I mean, now Elestrals hired me to do some stuff, but before that, outside of Elestrals, I was the first person to play Elestrals. I'm still here. The game's great. It's so much fun. So, and also, like, the community's great. Dan listens to people. Like, it's everything you kind of want in a company. Ooh, Farrageist. Oh, Faircast is a normal rare outside the starter deck. I forgot that. Huh. Maybe I pick up more Edbley. Okay, Rolf. But yeah, the Illustrious community is great. The game is fun. Not suffered, because I played through base set format for a year and a half, and I'm still here. So, like, I'm super excited every time a new set comes out that I can play with everybody. Tunic, Mudslide, Rock, Heartblaze, Kerbis! Another card looks really good in foil. I don't like this art that much, and I don't really like the promo Kerbis, but the full art's dope. But that is another pretty card. Get it right with the camera. Now, I've seen people go like, "Oh, you play Kerbis and Chronodile in the same deck?" No, you don't. Like, playing Kerbis and the Chronodile in the same deck is a terrible idea. Don't do it. You play Kerbis or Chronodile, not both. Please, not both. Please, not both. Kerbis just is, even though they both want lots of water spirits on board, the fact that Kerbis consumes spirits on board to heal you and destroy a card makes it pretty antithetical to the Chronodile plan. Chronodile is a much stronger plan, in my opinion. Just figured that, yeah, I need some of these Daybreak cards to build up a Centaur deck. Literally, Mudlet, Eddie, all the Earth cards pretty much. Ooh, Helios, number 3, number 2 for the box. For Centaur, literally just playing Earth Nexus with Bloom, with Clovey. There's a world where maybe you play Sprouter in there with like some solar support for artifacts. Verdalith, maybe Kreisboar, and you just play Centaur from there. Will we ever get a Scylla? Pantera probably taking up the Hydra spot for a while. Maybe. Like, I can't say no. I mean, we're only in set 3, and Dan's only testing up to set 5, so everything's maybe in the future. I think they share a lot of staples, could be sideboard playing into the deck. Yeah, so I think siding between Chronodile packages and Kerbis packages. Kerbis package is a little bit of a hybrid between Locagon and Water Ramp, where Locagon's like the Super Stally archetype, and then Water Ramp is the Chronodile Majesty. Stuff. So I see a world where you can switch the engines there to go like Kerbis Locagon kind of switch ups for some matchups, like into 5s, into 6s, whatever you want to call that deck now, into like the zoo decks that are super fish on spirits. You probably want to play Kerbis because it's got the aggressive stat line on its attack stat. It eats things, and the things it eats also will heal you back spirits, which is pretty good. So you're not losing that like extra tempo. But at the same time, Chronodile is also crazy against the 5s and 6s deck because it's got a big stat line and can pop cards super efficiently too. So, pros, cons. Toxic Swarm, Rhynymph, Temple of Sun, Guardian Fleece, Bloom, Faramel, Barabog, Scavacole, Golden Fleece Hollow. To go with our Cypermal. Yeah, switchboards are very valuable. Oh? Oh, exclamation point? Oh, what? Fleecing the competition. Exactly. So, actually, let's talk about Cypermal and Fleece real quick. So, the fact that this brings out Fleece from deck with Spirits from Underworld, and it's both a sticky body for basically because of Fleece, like, you play this in, like, Lustragon Solar Nexus. Even if this gets destroyed turn 1, it's still on play. You send your Lustragon over it. If it doesn't get destroyed, you potentially have a Nexus bank to do something else with, like play Dratora or play your Altar. Like, the Cybermal is just a really cool Nexus bank survivable ascend over card. Imagine use Kerbis a proper Chronodile with 6 on it. That's heal 6. That's a little magical Christmas land. But you wouldn't be able to do that because Kerbis targets, doesn't he? Kerbis doesn't target. Haha! Why doesn't Kerbis target? That's funny. Also, you don't need to have all 6 spirits on your Chronodile. You could put, like, generally you're going to have 3 on Poseidon, 3 or 4 on Chronodile. Generally. Bust Eddie, Larvacell, Vertuga, Toxswarm, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Nobodile, Cyclovenom. I think Cyclovenom is trash. It's a really cool card Don't get me wrong, but when Win Toolbox is already so efficient at finding things, you really don't need a special, a 6 attacker that you have to ascend over. That's just a lot of steps. Definitely a strong card. If it gets destroyed, you can Nexus from the actual body, which is a 4/1 worth taking more to Spirit. Yeah. Kaufmel, Corvishine, Plucky. Oh, that's a blue. That is the blue Corvishine. Pandalence, Mudlet, Nomodile, Leobright, Ruminous, and a Dense Fog. Dense Fog. I'm actually going to put Dense Fog in the hollow pile. Dense Fog is crazy. Let's go back to that blue Corvishine. See that center bar? Got that blue. The Fleece Searcher you meant. Gotcha. I just thought Waspire burning 14-1 trans funny idea that never happened. Oh, wait. Hey, Waspire, Blazers, OTK. I don't think people are really playing that deck enough now. I will say, Blazers OTK is a very strong deck game 1 if your opponent doesn't know about it. If your opponent knows about it, game 1, they can play around a little bit. It's still pretty powerful. Game 2, they side into it. You're dead in the water, but that's when you side in Waspire into the OTK. But now, if you're playing against someone with Blazers OTK, you just search out Bow of Apollo with Hephaestus first and put that on your Blazers so you can attack directly. So even if they put themselves in defense to stop the damage from your OTK, it's less damage, but you can still punch for like 8-10 spirits with the Blazers OTK. Maybe collect some burn cards behind it, but yeah, it's still good. Temple Sun, Guardian Fleece, Bloom, Don't Book the Bear, Leonite, Ruminous, Soul Stocks, Rhinosect. I also think people are a little bit like Rhinosect's good. Don't get me wrong. I think people are coping a little bit on it because the issue with Rhinosect is drawing Rhinosect. If you could search Rhinosect, the Rhinosect deck would be crazy. The fact that you have to hard find your Rhinosect, people go, oh, if I get a Rhinymph in play, I can just special 2 Rhinosects and I'm cooking. It's like, yeah, good luck finding both your Rhinosects. Like, you do run 3 in the deck, but good luck finding them, Bortuga, Barabib, Fungide, Rumacole, Humbers, Soulstocks, Faramel, Barabog, Cryoblast. That's a side deck all-star. Cryoblast is crazy. I want to make a Frost Fire deck with Cryoblast, Frostbite, Trifernal, and Zeus. See if I can, turn Cryoblast into, a 1-cost destroy anything behind all the defense reductions. Corvishine, Plucky, Pandalence, Mudlet, Voltuga, Javeluka, and Morphos, Polzer, Vesuvatuga, numero 3. Cryo Spiders, exactly. Alright, next up we got Bloom, we got Don't Book the Bear, Follow the Wisp, Stratora, Sundial, First Light, Poison Tunic, Mudslide, and another Rhinosect. Also, I'm going to pause here real quick. This card is crazy. Legitimately, you have an Ursir in play with this card, you're cooking. Don't Book the Bear, legitimately, I think makes bears go from, tier, 4, tier 3-ish, to, a tier 2 deck strategy. Legitimately, that one card. Because even with Ursicle, you can search that. That's an Ursa card. You can search Don't Poke the Bear, and then your opponent knows they have to deal with Don't Poke the Bear, and it creates this really frustrating position where they can't really attack without burning a card in a sense. Ash Rabbit number 4. Moving on to the next pack. But yeah, once this is over, I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to try to make a Chronodile deck on stream and maybe play some games, so be aware of that. If you guys want to play games in an hour or 2, I'll probably be looking for games, so be aware. Rock and Hard Place, Gnomedile, Leobright, Broomalinx number 2 with a Flare Mine right behind it. Hey, any big hits? So we pulled a Nova Core so far from our starter decks, actually. So we're still waiting to see what hits we get in Daybreak for full arts. But we got Kerberos, we got Argo, we got 3 Helioliths so far. So my Helioliths are done. So far, so good. Seven is great, Internet's garbage. Will be placed internet soon, though. Hey, no worries there. Kaufmel, Corvishine, Plucky, Pandalence, Mudlet, Nomodile, Leobright, Ruminous. So whoever mentioned the dive bombing Owloon, I see it now. It would have been funnier if it was above the Luminate to dive bomb the Luminate on the card. Little dive bomb Alloon. That's funny. I see it now. That's literally great. I need to make a page in my binder for just hollow circle skies, and just like as we get more and more circle skies, I hope they keep going and try to get every combination of celestials, which is what there's 8 cards. There's 20 something combinations. That'd be, I mean, it'd be a lot of circle skies, but it'd be cool. And then maybe a full art circle sky to cap it off with all 8 would be dope too. Like, think about it. Think about it. Hey, Celestlio! This card's not that bad. Like, I know people are like crazy about this card, but the biggest issue with Celestlio is you gotta run like 20 solar Celestials minimum on top of your Celestlios, and like, oof, that's a lot of solar Celestials when you want to run like splashes. But Celestlio is pretty good, and it's probably one of my favorite decks I've tested in Daybreak. Like, it is very fun. Right, moving on. We're almost guaranteed a full art circle side with all 8. Yeah, like, come on. If now, people obviously like Circle Sky is waiting to break. I'm telling you, Circle Sky is waiting to break. Like, we almost saw it with the Ash Rabbit Circle Sky tech. I'm telling you, Circle Sky will one day be a broken card. We'll have to ban it. I'm telling you, like. That's not me with insider knowledge. That's legitimately, I've been saying this in base set. Like, we're looking for it. Coastalith. I haven't pulled an Arcolith, but that is Coastalith number 2. Assuming if you count which Switch Spirit is on top or bottom, then I think it would be the 56 combinations. I wouldn't count top or bottom Spirit. I'm just saying, like, because it's, so it's, it would be 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 combinations for Circle of the Sky, if I am doing my math right. So, or is it 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2? I think it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, because there's 2 on 1. So it's 7, 13, 18, 22, 25, 27, 28. So I think it's 28? Oh yeah, and you said 56, so yeah, double that. Yeah, so 28. I don't care about top bottom. I just care about the elements on the card. Boltuga, Barabib, Fun Guide, Rumacole, Humburst, NSL, Fulgarius, Javalucan, Brontowisp, number 2. This card again is so pretty in person. I said that earlier. It's such a pretty card in person. Consistency will likely be a problem eventually, but more than any card that draws a cycle would be the fall of the generous mulligan system. Yeah, so the thing in the mulligan system right now, mulligan system I think is perfectly designed. Everyone knows the mulligan system in the future might be problematic. That's something that we kind of said as a community when the mulligan system started. As we see cards like Cryoling, like Verdolith, that can kind of abuse the mulligan system. If there's a world where there's an entire deck that can abuse the mulligan system will likely change. But we're ways away from that. For sure, ways away from that. I don't like games that don't have mulligan. I don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh players, like, I know Yu-Gi-Oh would be broken to all hell if there was a mulligan system, but I don't know how they've survived this long without a mulligan system. Especially with a game that combos so hard as Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, if you break in Yu-Gi-Oh!, it is worse than breaking in any other game I've ever played. So, that's my thoughts there. You're saying it 2 random spirits from mulligan. 2 random spirits and nobody will ever want a mulligan again. Oh, I run 2 Doralis for my Earthquakes. Never mind. Or it's like I run two Earth Spirits, 2 let's say 2 Frost Spirits for Blizzard. Never mind. Honestly, if I would change mulligan system, it'd be like 1 mulligan, like 1 free mulligan, and then that's it. Like, you mulligan or not, call it there. But dense fog. But yeah. Alright, you mulligan and you draw 3 cards. And then if you mulligan again, you draw 1 card. You mulligan again, you start at 0, your opponent starts at 6. Go. Limbat, Neblio, P-Gleam, Lumaru, Soulbell, Soulstox, Faramel, Bearbog, Chronodile. Dal. What about putting your hand on the bottom deck and redraw? So I don't like that specifically because you know what cards are on the bottom of your deck, which can influence your plays. Additionally, if you put them on the bottom of your deck, and let's say you're playing Chronodile, and you're playing a Chronodile deck that has 2 Chronodile and 3 Nomadiles, and you open a hand with 2 Chronodiles, it's always correct to put them on bottom of your deck and search for them later with your other cards like Nomadile, stuff like that. So I think putting it on the bottom so that you know they're on the bottom of your deck is unfortunately going to be abusable as well. I think James generally either need a mulligan system or high draw velocity. MTG has the mulligan, Pokemon and Fab have high draw velocity, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has zero sympathy. And here's the thing, if Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a mulligan system, Yu-Gi-Oh! Would need 1,000,001 bans because a lot of the like inconsistent strong decks would just become consistent decks. Pokemon does have a mulligan if you can't play a starter. I don't like the fact that you can't mulligan at all in Pokemon, because there are times where you open a Pokemon hand and it's like your starter and cards that just don't engine you, and then your opponent starts with like 3 starters and, you know, they're Professor Oak, and all of a sudden you're just bricking every turn. Like, there are some non-games with Pokemon because I think every game deserves to have some kind of mulligan. Fab is a little bit different because of the way the Fab plays. Every card is kind of playable as either resource or as just an attack or a block, so there's more versatilities in Fab. So yeah, and it's cool that like Fab, like you can always save a card for later, stuff like that. So I guess Fab could get away without a mulligan system, but I definitely don't think it would hurt anybody to give it hey, 1 mulligan. The only game right now I think that would hurt to give 1 mulligan for free would be Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because how crazy those decks go. But yeah. Corvishine, Plucky, Pandalance, Mudlet, Boltuga, First Light, Poison Tube, Mudslide, Exaltus. You guys want to hear a really fun fact about Exaltus? You see how Exaltus has the little halo band around his arm? See that little gold ring, right? That little gold ring, that was my idea. I saw some early art for Exaltus, and I was like, you know, it'd be cool if you had like some little halos for like angel theming on it. And then like a couple days later, I saw another prototype art for Exaltus with the bands. I'm like, yeah, that was my idea. Versatile Exaltus with Corvishine, very nice. But going back to Fab real quick, I think also the thing with Fab, where it doesn't necessarily need a mulligan, is Fab is one of the few card games where you start at your strongest and kind of get whittled down over time. So if you're already starting off strongest, I mean, there's some decks where it depends and yada yada yada, I get that, but like the fact that you start with the most resources in Fab turn 1 also kind of helps mitigate the fact that you don't need the mulligan as badly, especially if your deck supports your different equipments. So I gotta stream during movie time. Don't know. Calling for a stellar. Alright, Rhinymph, Temple Sun, Guardian Fleece, Bloom, Don't Poke the Bear, Rock and Hard Place, Nomodile, Leobright, Vesuvatuga number 4. Fab is a game that I wish I could get into more than I've played, but the kind of like goals of Fab when it comes to pricing and card prices and collectability, I don't super appreciate. I think Fab could do better to reprint some things at lower rarities. They make a pretty big spectacle of their promos and how exclusive they are, and I personally don't like that. It's nothing wrong with the game, but that's like that aspect compared to Celestials, right? Celestials is, I can go into Celestials in my starter decks and pull out Altar of the Stars right now, right? Like, that's crazy. Altar of the Stars is one of the best cards in the game, and it's just in a starter deck. Like, that one of the big things I like Celestials for. But more card draw than Fab give, 4 cards in hand. Alright, you're going to play your own Fab with Blackjack and 5 cards. Vandalins, Mudlet, Boltuga, Porcutide, Anisel, Vulgaris, Ashrabbit. But yeah, Fab is a really cool game that I think does like a lot to be really cool and interesting and fun. And it's a game that I think playing casually is one of the best casual experiences, but the competitive side of Fab is just, it just turns me off like a lot, unfortunately. But it is a really fun game to play. Soulbell, Coffmel, Corvishine, Plucky, Pandalance, Nomodile, Leobright, Ruminous. That's so pretty. Oh my Oh my god, look at that card! Come on, camera, focus on Nectar. That's so good. That's so good. And it's funny because, like, one of the things I used to say about base set Hollow Nog is that it looks like it's a mirror because of how reflective it is. It looks like that's a mirror right there with how reflective the cave entrance is. We noggin. We are definitely noggin. I'll take 2 full art so far. That's wild. I love that. That looks so good. Why do full arts in this set look so good? I know people complain about the art for Alestrals, but like, the art's not for everyone. But like, the good art in Alestrals is so good. Kind of like how going back to Metapoo, a little bit. I haven't talked about Metazoo in forever, but Metazoo had like some of the best arts in TCGs and by far some of the worst arts in TCGs, and there was no in between. Alestrals doesn't quite have the same, but it's kind of like there's some like arts that definitely don't like hit you, but then there's arts like Nectar of the Gods and Nova Core that are just so good. Or like Digimon. Digimon has consistently pretty good art, I would say too. But like, I can understand why someone doesn't like this Ash Rabbit art, but those arts, they hit so hard. The Fire Mana cards in Metazoo are some of your favorite terrible arts. Half of them are just red. Yeah, I don't know why they made their energy system cards, like their land cards, so boring. Like, obviously, like even early like Magic the Gathering, like at least they had like the backgrounds and the mountain in the back. Like Pokemon's got the energies, dice front and center, and recognizable. And then Metazoo's just like, I don't know, it's some fire, it's some ice. Like, could have done something cooler. Lumaru, Soul Bell, Kathmel, Corvishine, Plucky, Rock and Arblaze, Nobel, Leobrite, ooh, Hollow Lycris. These slap. The fact that we're getting the base set spirits hollow is so cool. Fireman, the Cosmic one is one of your favorites, though. I don't remember what Cosmic is off. I barely touched Metazoo. I've just only seen people attempt to play Metazoo. The guy in his spacesuit just out in the darkness. That is pretty cool. That does sound pretty cool. Alright, we got Itty, Larvacell, Vertuca, Toxswarm, Rhinymph, Anacell, Fulbreeze, Javelucan, Cyclovenom. You love these so much you need a petition for the Luminate Owl Loon to be printed as common art someday. Are you talking about the Hollow Luminape and Owl Loon? Because I wouldn't. No, I'm not going to say something. I have information that I'm not going to say, but if you think hard, you can probably figure out Luminape and Owloon. Larvacell. Is that Larvacell Blue? But Vertuga, Toxswarm, Rhinymph, Temple of the Sun, Bulb, First Light, Poison Tick, Hostlith number 3. I have yet to pull an Arclith. That was last pack of the box. So let's go over the box real quick, and then we're going to go switch to a base set box, and then we're going to go back to Daybreak after the base set box. So, maybe a spirit card of Owloon dive bombing something. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to play Circle of the Sky as your spirit deck, and you're just going to rule 0 with your friends that you're allowed to do that. Unless you get surprise celebrations or something. Yeah, Dan would definitely do a celebration set, but it's way too early in Celestials to do any form of celebration. What would celebrations be? It would just be reprinting the cards that were already accessible. So Wind really feel like after watching last year, Wind's not real. I don't know what happened to Wind and Frostfall. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Wind's still a good deck. Like, Wind Toolbox is still a really good deck, but everyone just goes, nah, and go plays everything but Wind. And I don't know why. Like, Wind is still good. Oh, yeah, Celebrations month 9. Fair point. We're doing the last year, which you're not. I'd use Wind. Yeah. Like, Wind is still really good. I don't know why people don't play Wind. I just don't know what happened to it. I legitimately don't know what happened to Wind. It just poof, people stopped playing it. It's still a really good deck. Alright, so we have Brunderwist, Celsius, Circle Sky, Dense Fog, Curibus, Cybermaw, Golden Fleece, 3 Coastaliths, Argo, a Spectrus, and 3 Helioliths so far. A Lycris, Nectar of the Gods, and Nova Core. So we'll just put all of our hollows in that pile, our bulk rares in that pile, spirits in that pile. Now let's go crack a base set box. I'm missing the Divine Runes for base set for full art still. I have completed Kickstarter base set, so I can't complain too much. And I would love to pull another Latagon Stellar. So let's pull a Latagon Stellar out of this box, and we'll move on back to Daybreak for another box pull. Random Fog with the hollows. One was from the booster pack from Starter Decks. Oh, yeah. You know why? I put that there going, oh, Dense Fog's really good. I'll put it with the hollows so I remember about it. And didn't do that with any of the other Dense Fogs. There was a reason that it's there, and then I didn't stick to the reason that I said why it's there in the first place. I'm super smart. Genius, some would say. Alright, base set. A little bit change of pace here. Little less exciting, I know, but I gotta open it eventually. And who knows? When I pull this Stellar Voltempest... Dang it. Alright, so let's go base set. Oh, there's only 3 left? I didn't realize how few were left. That's crazy. Alright, we'll go through these pretty quick. Crackit, Urzmog, Rummagem, Quack. Oh wow, these cards feel so different. Shield! Gav Gem. Oh! First pack! What the hell? Oh my god! And this is my Elestriad box. Fire Pantheon. Clip it and ship it. Oh man, I haven't pulled a Stellar in so long. I don't know, Helen. No, Helen, I pulled more Frost with you. Oh man. Oh, alright. I was not expecting that. Where are my empty top loaders? I had a stack of them here a second ago. Oh man. Wow. Where are my top loaders? I had a stack right here. I don't know where I put them. Where did I put my stack of top loaders? There they are. I will put it up to the camera once it's protected. You gotta stop being streams, bringing it up to the camera. Working on it. I'm working on it. All right. Look at the lad. What number is it? 62. It's wow. The hollow got. I feel like I thought it didn't have a hollow pattern on it, but the hollow pattern got so much improved that I just didn't notice it. Oh man, look at that. Shout out to the Elestriad. Shout out to the Fire Pantheon. Oh, who just pinged me in Discord? I forgot I had Discord open. Oh man. Was that you, Helen, just posting the pinging me in Discord about the Leonite? Oh man. Let's go. Huh. Alright, let's keep going. Base set was wild sometimes, so who knows? We might find maybe we'll find another Stellar. Charanzo, Mount Olympus, Sorlet, Jolton, Sluggle, Eruption, Earthquake, Catapult, Hollow. Oh man. Pulls 35 more. Yeah, let's go. 35 more stuff. I wish there was God packs in first ed, but there's not. Alright, Sluggle, Ursier, Clovey, Nimbug, Amp Up, Cinder, Kidleo, Waspire, Lotagon the Lad. Let's go. Lotadogon. That's me. That's right. Lotagon. Clips have called it in your stream. Clips got Sailor too. Keep calling sellers after your stream. You and B Soldier just last. Bean Soldier is a bear magnet, which is good because he's Bear's biggest soldier. Like, legitimately. Drops, Ursier, Clovey, Tsunami, Trinopside, Eruption, Volcaries. I'm not going to sort through this, but I will put the staples to the side. I don't want to... I spent 2 hours sorting Frostfall. I don't feel like sorting base set. I'm just going to throw them into a bulk box somewhere and call it a day and give it away sometime. I think we'll eat better freaking call the Stella. He just had to still. Yeah, it's first pack of the box too. Fully Force, Jolton, Ursier, Sluggle, Shield, Necklace, Altar. I'll take an Altar. Best card in the set. Now I need the Altars actually to make the Chronodile deck, so it's good that I'm pulling them. Opening case called Double Stellar Box. Yeah. Well, in Frostfall, the reverses are always in pairs, which is unfortunate or fortunate. Or the Stellars in general are always in pairs. Fortunate or unfortunate. 100% of this Viscerous in the box. I will prove you wrong. But probably not. Put that in the stable pile. Volt Tempest. Volt Tempest is another card I expect to see more play of. And it just kind of fell off the map. But I think Volt Tempest for Daybreak is actually pretty relevant. I know people don't care for Gadabalt with Arclight that could be really juiced up and Celestial. Yeah, I don't know about that. Because you have to play Arclight and Gadabalt. And if you play Gadabalt first, your opponent's not going to have attack position Celestials because you're not attacking over Gadabalt. So I don't know. Anti-synergy. Ooh, Upside Down Pack. Beegust, Elichick, Smoltuga, Urscout, Warmite, Signetrix, Sparkit, Band. Exalter. Actually, I only have one Hollow Exalter, so I'll take an extra. Wind Thunder, Voltempest deck using both of the Toxies. That's funny. That's funny. But no, I legitimately think Voltempest will see more play in general because like Voltempest is still a really powerful card. Just fell off, I think. A lot of the base set strategies I think fell off for New Toy Syndrome because of how long we were in base set 4. So, Amphiorix. I have an entire page of Amphiorix. I don't need more. Put the Earthquake to the side. I really don't need more Amphiorix, but hey, Amphiorix want to come? Amphiorix I will take. Alright, we got Sluggle, Ursier, Clovey, Mental Abyss, Sorlet, Scavengem, Shield! Necklace, Rise! I need more Rises! Let's go! I will take all the Rise from the Ashes. I'm Rise from the Ashes' biggest soldier. Like, legitimately, I love that card. It's so much fun to play. Rummagem, Golden Apple, Atlantis, Sorlet, Quackle, Thunderstorm. It is so much fun to open base set again. It's been so long. P-Box, Hollow. We take those. P-Box is slowly getting better and better in the format. Rise the Farrageist. Exactly! But not really. But exactly! But let's not. But yeah! And then you put a bag of wins on it. And a fleece on it. Your move! Necruff. Helios. I'm going to put Helios in the staple pile. I think Helios is another card that's getting better and better. Barrabox or Cursor. 2 Altars in a box! Let's go! Oh, it's just a normal Lycris. I don't know why that's to the side. Yo, double Altar box. We are making Chronodile today. Like, legitimately, we are making Chronodile today. With all these Altars. Drotaya drops a lethal, Cannon Forge, Sorlet, Quackle, Hammer, Sparkit, Spinosect. Good riddance on the Spinosect Hollows. I really hope that they keep making more counter runes that do one Nexus, do something small like Bloom, like Altar. Such a fun, like, mechanical space. Wreck-It, Ursmog, Jolton, Fully Force, Zephyrog, Javelintis, Ivory, Low-Key Ivory, Slept On. Great card, play it more. And Leonite to go with our Stellar Leonite. Finding half your box sealed match with another noob. I think either one of us passed over Altar, but we had no Divine. Yeah, like, yeah, the Divine Runes being only a full art in base set is really frustrating for limited play. You can play Stadiums, play Altar, but if you're playing Stadium, play Altar, like, you might as well just play a 5 attacker with a buff. Majesty, Foamy. Wait, this. This is a reverse pack. Majesty's up front? Interesting. Not super common, but I guess that does happen in base set. Base set, a lot of weird things happen. Alright, Forge, Nimbug, Ampup, Storlet, Quackle, Javlentis, Ivory, Foamy, Tectorus. Trying to go through this quick so we can get back to Daybreak, but I did need to open this, and definitely worth opening. Shield! Caprigal. This is the most shields in a single box I have ever pulled. I have been at a shield deficit for so long that I've legitimately bought a starter deck just to get 2 shields. Like, oh, another rare in the front. Interesting. Nothing special in the box or the pack. Remember when Rummagem was a 4/4? Yeah, the dark days when Earth Beatdown consisted of playing 3 Rummagems pass. Well, not 3 Rummagems in the same turn, but the fact that you could play Foley, play Rummagem, play Rummagem, play Rummagem, searching out Rummagems every time was toxic. Latest Waspire, Rice Hair. Lad didn't last 1 set at rare, got instantly nerfed down. Poor Riceros. Riceros has gotten demoted 3 sets in a row. It started as a holo rare in Kickstarter, then it was a normal rare in base set, and now it's an uncommon in Frostfall. Like, big Riceros L's. Thunderstorm, Bagwins, Tornado, Glidesdale. I'm not even gonna rip the Glidesdale. We don't need to rip Glidesdale. We already got a stellar for the day, right? Should I rip the Glide? If I get another Glidesdale, we'll rip it. Or we'll rip it to Chris in the Daybreak box. Galaxy, Zephyrog, Javlantis, Riceros. Let me go pull that Glidesdale out. We'll use it to christen, so to speak, that box for Stellars. Or maybe if we rip the Leonite, we'll get a of 10 Stellar out of the Daybreak box. Think about it. Think about it. Stop thinking about it. We're not doing that. Think about it. Warmite, Earth Scout, Golden Apple, Rabbit goes in the staple pile. Krakatuga. I'll take another Hollow Krakatuga. I don't have many Hollow Krakatuga. Bro. Main deck Dan ripped the Glidesdale the wrong way and cursed his box. See, the real thing is you need to get an Australian Glidesdale to really make sure it works, but we can do it just for funsies. You know what I mean? The staple pile. And continuing on. Main Deck does make some pretty good videos. I do appreciate his channel. I don't watch him that much, but he also doesn't upload a ton that I'm interested in, but he does make some cool stuff. Like a Vault, Boombat, Galaxy, Spine. Low-key, Boombat coming out in force in Daybreak with all the Celestial protection, or all the rune protection, stuff like that. You play Boombat, doesn't matter. Real tech is to start in the rip the pack, start in the middle of the card. No, what you gotta do is you get a paper shredder and just go for it, right? Clovey about to come back with Earth Nexus. I'm telling you here. Kinleo, Caprigal, Wind Spirit, Exiled Bat. Yep. It's funny. I did a couple of recordings with the one Jame, and in my head, the way I try to... So, Boombat's Exiled Force in Yu-Gi-Oh!, right? And I was trying to explain Pandasint to the one Jame. And I was like, alright, it's like Snapcaster crossed with, like, Exiled Force. Like, why'd you go to, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Rest? It's like, well, in my head, I have to go to Boombat, which is like Exiled Force. And then to Pandasint. And then back to get to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Reference to Exiled Force. So it was this weird, like... 460 rotation to get to how to explain Pandasint. But I should have a video on the One James channel coming out sometime this month and sometime the month after because he's super swamped with stuff. But I did do 2 videos with the One James so far going over Celestial stuff. So keep an eye out for that. Be cool when they come out. But Nimbug, Volcanic Forge, Atlantis, Pika, Signetris, Staple Pile, Majesty, Lycaris. And if you guys don't know who the one Jame is, he does variety TCG content. He's super interesting. He plays a lot of TCGs too, so it's just like, just fun stuff. And a lot of like, is this card good or not videos. So, does anyone remember if, because we put a Stellar, if we still get a full art in the box? I think the Stellar takes the full art slot. I'll put Eagle Links in staple pile. That card's good. If someone wants to remind me. Hello, Jared Bunn. How goes you? You are currently halfway. Well, actually, we're almost done with the base set box. Got me a Stella Leonite from the base set box. Then we're going back into Daybreak. So, how do you spell the guy's username? The One Jame. Literally TheOnejame. He just does lots of variety of TCG content, like is this card good or not quizzes with people, and he's super entertaining. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah. Quackle for Taka, Kraken, Ignectar, Necroft, Blazers, Titanic, Bearbog, Ecolinks. You never pulled a Stellar from Boost Box, Star Decks, and Shadow Stars? Interesting. That is my second booster box Stellar. I pulled a Aphros, and I pulled that from from boxes, and then I pulled everything else from starter decks and Shadow Stars. I pulled like three starter deck. I think 3 starter deck. I first Stellar the other day, and then my wife goes gets 2 verse Stellar. What Stellar did you pull, Jared? I didn't think I need the Leonite Stellar, but like, I kind of want the Leonite Stellar now that I have it. What did you pull? Oh, another backwards pack. Interesting. Anything relevant in here? Nope. Alright, 3 more packs. No Hollow Spirit yet in this box, and no full art. I don't think we're getting a full art because we got the Stellar, but I could be. Oh, we are getting a full art. Majesty. I have so many full art Majesties, you guys don't understand. Sundial's a fun Stellar. I don't know how good Sundial is, but it's definitely a card that might see some interesting play in the future. But this is my 4th. So in Kickstarter, I pulled 4 or 5 Stratamoth full arts. This is my 4th Majesty full art from base set. Like, I'm getting like just sucked into the same full arts. Alright, that's a good save. Box Pandasyn. I do want more Pandasins. I'm actually completely out of Pandasins. I build too many decks with Pandasins. Alright, so I'm going to finish this box. Got 3 more packs. I'm going to take a quick like 2-3 minute break, and then we'll jump back into Daybreak. So don't go anywhere after these packs. Win 4 matches straight, winning the Chronodile starter deck. Chronodile starter deck is like super close to constructed Chronodile. I'm actually going to build a Chronodile deck not after, but at the end of all the box breaks today. So if you want to stick around and see what I do with that, you're more than welcome to. But where's my last pack? All right, last pack Magic. But Chronodile is the first Daybreak deck I'm going to build. I want to build another fruit deck with this like a fruit burn deck. So I'm probably going to build that in a day or 2 and just play that over the weekend. But yeah. Hey, Glidestale, last pack. We got to rip that Glidestale for luck. It's just how it goes. 2 Glidestales for sacrifice. Am I right, chat? Am I right? You need to find a card that loops fruit. So you want to know my favorite loop in the game? Is you play Pandasyn, get back any Invoke Rune with Pandasyn. Or sorry, you play Pandasyn. Yeah, get back any Invoke Rune with Pandasyn, and then you rise from Pandasyn, and then you use Panda to get rise from back, and then you rise Pandasyn, and you do this till you lose. But quickly to go over this haul, we have a Rise from the Ashes, which I definitely need more of. Majesty, Krakatuga, Leonite, 2 Altar of the Stars, Pandora's Box, Amphiorix, Exaltair, Voltempest, and a Lotagon, and a Gadable. As well as a Leonite. Oh, quick. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Interesting. So we're short a hollow spirit with the stellar, and we're still short a hollow. That's actually very interesting. But base set was all over the place, so not that interesting. Alright, I'm going to put a quick BRB screen up. I actually don't have one. I don't have a BRB screen. So we're just going to quickly mute myself and put up a text chat BRB, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I just want to get some water and a quick snack. So be right back, and then we'll jump back into Daybreak. All right, I'm sort of back. I'm just gonna turn off my camera real quick because it's also my phone. I do need to double check my messages. All right, we are all good. All right, we're back. Cool. So, well, that's my hollow pals to sort out later. Put that in the side because I'm gonna need it. And who is ready for Daybreak box number 2? Bacon, ribs, bacon, my kind of BRB. It's bacon, ribs, bean. Bacon, ribs, beer. Sorry, misread that. All right. Ready? We gotta pour the sauce on. All right. Daybreak box number 2. What are we pulling here? We're gonna get a poison tipped arrow full art. We're gonna get, you know what? We're gonna get a full art, a reverse stellar, a stellar, All in the same box. I'm calling it. Biggest box of all time. You ready? Drink some water. Now obligated to get a chronodial. Anything but chronodial. Anything but chronodial for the box topper. Ellen and I do not need more chronodial box toppers. The box topper is not a box topper. Interesting. Chronodial. You know, I'm not upset with the Chronodial. It's just not what Helen and I needed. But hey, it is a beautiful looking card for sure. So Helen, we gotta go track down some Celestios, don't we? Maybe we can find someone to trade Chronodials for Celestios. Alright, first pack magic. Oh man. Going from Daybreak to base set back to Daybreak, the packs open so differently. Alright, starting with the Fleece, Bloom, Poke the Bear, Follow the Wisp, Drotora, Bow of Apollo, First Light, Poison Tunic, Lustragon, pack number 1. That's a pretty card. That's a pretty good card. The next set packs will just turn to dust in your hands. Fall apart. Alright, so there's no Stellar in the first pack. It's over. Pack it up. GG. Oh, I do have to sacrifice a pack. I'll sacrifice the pack. I like to collect one of every pack in the game. So I do have to get a Daybreak pack to save, but I'll do that when I get my next box in. We'll open every pack here today. Fun Guide, Rumacole, Barabog, Scavacole, Humburst, Golden Fleece. It's crazy we're pulling solar cards in the solar set. Crazy. Larvacell. Vertuga, Toxworm. I will take a 36 foil box. No, actually, I don't want a 36 foil box. I do need some of the regular rares. Poison Tunic, Cryoblast. Like Cryoblast. Cryoblast is a good card. So, yeah, I do need regular rares. I do not want a 36 foil box unless it's like all Stellars or all Full Arts. Speaking of Stellar, this pack has a Stellar in it. I tried. Golden Fleece. We'll take Golden Fleece. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to feel bad about it. I don't want another Golden Fleece now, because that's now 3 hollows, and then the 2 from the starter. I don't need more Golden Fleeces. And also, I think Helen pulled 6 Golden Fleece, so we don't need... Did I just get spoiled? No, I didn't. Okay. Voltuga, Barabib, Fungi, Rumcall, Humburst, Poison Tunic, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Cryoblast, number 2. 16 fleece box. Now, Helen got 2 fleece boxes. I saw someone pull 3 boxes that all had 3 fleece in them. I believe 3 is still the spec for most that they want in a box, but I think 4 is within reason. But we'll see what happens. And I also say, thank you, Dan, for not making any exclusive rarity above the Hollow Rare. So, how are the pulls? Did I hear Fleece Galore? Not yet. I'm hoping not a Fleece Galore box. I got enough so far. We opened a base set box. We got we got Stellar Leonite, first pack out of a base set box. We got Full Art Decks of Gods, and we got Full Art Nova Core out of our starter decks, and we're still looking for more. Fulguri's, I just started opening up my second Daybreak box, so good timing on that. We're 6 packs into it. First, you don't want more than 2 of any hollow in a box. I think 3 is the perfect, because that's your playset, right? So to say that I could potentially get a playset of like Lavalith or a potential playset of Altar, I like that. I like there's that chance. But more than that is definitely a little bit too much. Followist, Jotaro, Sundial, Glimbet, Poison Tunic, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Chrysbore. Also, I was talking with PK Sparks, teammate from the Illustriate Season 2. He pulled 1 Chrysbore in like 3 boxes. Like, legitimately, he got so unlucky with his Chrysbore. Eduardo, Larvacell, Vertaco, Toxworm, Rhinium, Morphrost, Polzer, Bow, another Rabbit, Hip Hop. Don't sleep on the Bunny Flames. So, yeah, Ash Rabbit. So, Ash Rabbit's definitely a way more fair card than Ash Rabbit because it requires you to get cards into your underworld for it to be useful. And even if you go like Nog into Ash Rabbit turn 1, you're just getting a Fire Spirit back, so it's receiving 1 Fire Spirit. Like, Ash Rabbit is a way more fair, balanced card. It's still really good, don't get me wrong, but it's way fairer than a lot of Ash Rabbit plays, quote unquote. Eduardo, more Frost, another Cries board. Let's go. Do I remember the Bat Form, Poser, and Bow are always in a row? Not always. They will always kind of be in that order, but yeah, there's a couple of cards that are kind of always together. That being said, though, the average like pack distribution is way better. So even if there's cards that are generally like always after another, it still feels like I'm getting a pretty good distribution. So it's not the end of the world. Toxswarm, Rhynnymph, Temple of Sun, Guardian of Fleece, Nomodile, Leobrite, Ruminous. Hey, first Arcolith, let's go. I don't play Thunder, but I do want to try Sovacell. And I do think Arcolith goes in Sovacell and can go pretty hard. Actually, every common and uncommon goes in the same order. Is it that? No, so I will say no because I was watching Swole's pack rips last night and he was calling the orders, and most of the time, yes, he was correct, but there's a few times where it's just like different order completely. So most of the time, yes, but not the entire pack, so it's weird. Porctide, Anisel, Fulgrease. Hey, speaking of Sovacell, to go with the Arcolith, great cards to go together. Alright, we got Dratara, Sundial, Glimbat, Neblio, Peegleam, Polzer, Bow, First Light, and Spectress number 2. Alright, so still looking for play sets of cards. We have a play set of Golden Fleece. We're looking for 1 more Spectress. We're looking for 2 Lustrogons, Novacores, Lith, Sovacell. Probably only need 2 Sovacell ever, but would be nice to get the play sets. Don't Book the Bear, Follow This, Dratara, Sundial, Humbus, Porctide, Anisel. Speaking of Novacore, there's a regular Novacore. Arc Welderless. Now it's funny, in Swole's pack rip stream last night, I was literally just like, best Suvatuga was like the garbled noise Tuga. Some of the cards are a little bit weird to pronounce. 8 boxes pulled 3 Novacore, which is okay because Novacore is not that great. It's a really cool concept for a card where I think that in the future there might be like a counter control deck that just aims to drop Novacore in play and just hold it there. But that's not going to be for a while. Soulbell, Mudslide, Rock and a Hard Place, Nomodile, Brumalinx. So I think Novacore has potential, and Novacore plus like, I don't know, Charon's Obel, or like a defensive card that likes to do something that you generally want to interact with but you can't anymore. It's got potential. It's just not doing anything right now. It's too slow. Toxswarm, Rhynnymph, Temple Sun, Guardian, Please, Faramel, blah blah blah, Faliferos. Really cool card name. Really cool card idea. Just not that great. Again, the fact that you can chain to the cast of Faliferos so that they can still like, yeah, you can still deal with Faliferos with counter runes before they get chained to pop. What are your opinions on Lustragon? Card's great. I legitimately think that Solar Nexus is a better deck than like Lions right now, because you can play the control solar stuff, and the fact that Lustragon can trigger itself is really beneficial over something like Locagon and Lotagon that require combo pieces outside of their own selves. The fact that you can drop a Lustragon and Nexus from Apollo to itself to trigger it is really powerful. The downside is obviously putting more spirits on Lustragon, but that's what things like Divine Blessing I think goes really hard in the Solar Nexus deck specifically. I think because you have the Apollo to filter, that Divine Blessing is a bit stronger there. And it's okay to, it feels better to have to use the Divine Blessing off Apollo than it does most other cards in, like, as Divine Runes. So, yeah, I think Lustragon's crazy. Not crazy, I think it's really strong. And I think it's going to make a really good, like, Solar Nexus deck core. Just 3 Lustragon and Solar Nexus cards. Charizard, Sundial, Humburst, Porctide, Anisel, Ferrogeist. So that's my thoughts on Lustragon. Movie night done. Any luck on pulls? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Any luck on pulls? We opened a base set box. First pack of the base set box. Literally stellar. Graze! What are your thoughts on Sovacell? Sovacell is like one of the best designed cards in the set. Legitimately, the whole line of Sovacell is one of the best designed cards, like archetypes in the set, where it's just kind of like it's a solar battery that charges up thunder. You thunderstorm off of this and can swing for a bunch of damage. The downside is that it gets stopped by almost every single counter room. However, I think there's a world where you can play a Thunder Solar aggro deck with this line, with Helios, kind of like you do like Blazers OTK. But the difference between Blazers OTK and like a Sovacell aggro deck is Sovacell can both pop back row and deal with front row at the same time. So if you Helios to solidify your Sovacell plays, pop stuff with Sovacell, maybe throw a Thunderstorm on the side as well, clear out their back rows, so they don't have the counter runes for the following turn, and still get to keep this in play. That's really powerful, and this comes off of a 1-drop. You can quick ascend off a 1-drop to get this in the same turn. I think Sovacell is very good. And very interesting to play. I don't know how powerful the deck will be, but it's definitely going to be at least tier 2 in my opinion. I think it's really cool design, and there's a lot of stuff you can play with to make it really cool. Let's switch accounts. What do you think about the boy Vesuvatuga? Vesuvatuga I like more than Krakatuga because it's 1 spirit for 2 burn. The downside is you can't eruption pop stuff, but I don't think you want to always cast Eruption with Krakatuga in play, nor do I think you always want to cast Eruption with Vesatuga in play. Additionally, Vesatuga having 5 attack set is pretty relevant because Krakatuga can never attack because its stats are so low, unless you have Galaxy in play, but then you're opening up for Galaxy, Gorgon's shenanigans. Vesuvatuga can just attack as a 5 attacker. Like, that's fine to go into attack position and swing at something. Maybe you have a Stadium in play too. I like Vesatuga. I don't know where it'll see play, but I definitely think it'll see some play. I think it's a cool card. It's interesting. The fact that you heal Earth instead of Fire and cast Eruption is also super interesting, so we'll see what happens. Cosmel, Corvishine, Plucky, Pandolins, Mudlet, Leobrite, Ruminous, Solstox, Dense Fog. Dense Fog. My voice is kind of going. We've been going at this for 2 hours. I was going to build Chronodial today. I think what I'll do is I'll stream tomorrow around the same time, and we'll do some deck building and playing some games tomorrow night once I'm done with this box. This box is about halfway done, just so you all know. But I definitely want to build a Chronodial deck tonight, but I am getting a little drained. I had to get up at 1 in the morning for work. It is currently, what, 8, 9, 8, 8, 12, so I've been up. Well, I took a nap for a couple hours, but I've been up since basically 2 a.m. So I think I'm going to call it after this box, and we'll do some gameplay and not box race, but deck building tomorrow. Maybe some more pack breaks because I might have some more blisters coming in tomorrow. Rock and Hard Place, Cryoblast. Hey, we're checking in during your rounds. Hello, welcome back, Ash Jester. Well, you were here earlier, weren't you? Or am I losing my mind? Maybe I'm just confusing you with Jester Jokers. But welcome or welcome back. I'm losing my mind. I was just saying I've been up since basically 1 in the morning, except for my nap earlier. But yeah, we're still here. Jara, Sundial, Glimbat, Neblio, Nomodile, Leobrite, Ruminous, Chronodile. Where'd the hollows go? Where'd my hollows in this box go? We had so many hollows and then so none. Glimbat, Neblio, P-Gleam, Lumaru, Sobel, Anacell, Fulgrease, Javlukin. Fleece number 3 in the box. I said I didn't want to pull more fleeces. That's 5 golden fleeces. Please no more. Please no more. Let me get 2 Arcoliths, a side of fries, and a milkshake. Thanks. Okay, first time in tonight. Alright, I just mixed you up with Gesture Jokers. Too many jokers out here. They're hiding behind the golden fleece. Yeah, literally. Vertuga, Poison 2, Mudslide, Rock and Hard Place, Falliferos. I'm definitely getting a lot more different regular rares this box around, which is cool. I wouldn't hate finding another Nectar of the Gods full art, because Nectar of the Gods is such a cool looking full art. All the full arts in this set are so great. I could actually play Nectar of the Gods full arts. One Tunic, Coastalith. That's Coastalith number 4 for me. Unfortunate. I don't want additional copies because I'm probably not going to go for set completion for this set because of the reverse stellars. I still am trying to finish Frostfall. I need literally 2 cards, or 3. I need the bears and 1 full art, so 4 cards for set completion on that. Hey, I forgot Apollo is in this. Look at that. Alright, so that's our playset of Apollo with the starter decks. That is dope. Apollo. Getting Divine Runes in the set is so nice. So nice quality of life change. Thank you, Dan, for finally listening to me and putting them in the regular Hollow Rare slots and not just full arts. We all appreciate that. Plucky, Pandolins, Mudlet, Boltuga, Barabib, NSL, Fulgreaves, Javlucan. I will take Lustragon number 2. I now have a playset of Lustragons if I include my reverse stellar. So we will take that. Take those. We take those. We always take those. Alright, stellar in this pack. Calling it. Follow Dratora, Sundial, Glimbat, Nomodile, Leobright, Ruminous. Just pretend it's a stellar. I called it. It has to be correct. I have to be right. I haven't counted the hollows. Does anyone know? Is it 14 hollows in a Daybreak box? I don't remember. I know I knew the number and I forgot the number. Nor I haven't been counting. More exciting that way, I guess. Chronodile. Oh, hey! Also, if you guys are here and you go to my channel and you go to the videos, I am doing a giveaway currently for $100 for 2 $100 gift cards to the Shop Celestials website. Check out my giveaway going on there. Free stuff potentially. Hey Kyodai, how's it going? Versatile Lustragon's so good. Yeah, Reverse Lustragon is great. But yeah, if you guys want to join my giveaway, check out my most recent video for the Gleam link to join that. Exaltus. Also, like and subscribe and all that other YouTube shenanigans that you guys do. Patalka, Tuxworm, Rhinem, Temple Sun, Guardian Fleece, Rockin' Heart Place, Nobdile, Leobright, Faliferos. My Discord just went ping again. I forgot to put my Discord on Do Not Disturb. Where am I getting pinged? In general chat. Is that a helper ping? Yeah, that's a helper ping. We ignore those and keep going. Right now, Exaltus is not useful for you. People are freaking out because Exaltus could search Rabbit. That's a terrible game plan. I think Exaltus is fine as like you put it in Solar Nexus with your Tauras as like a one of, so you have 4 Nexusers. And it does search a lot of targets in Solar Nexus, like Lustragon. It does just really heavily telegraph that that's your play, and its stats are pretty middling. So, not a solo player, fair enough. Yeah, if you're not playing solo, you don't play Exaltus. You literally can't. Like, it's not worth it at all. Bust Eddie, Larvacell, Vertruca, Rockin' Our Place, Nomodile, Leobright, Ferrogeist. But people are freaking out that it can search rabbits. Like, yeah, it searches the most common subtype in the game, but you gotta be playing Solar for it. It's just how it goes. So, it's a cool card. I definitely think it's good. It's just more specific and niche than people, I think, were calling. So, Shine, Plucky, Mudslide, Rockin' Our Place, Nomodile. Another Chronodile. That's a lot of Chronodiles in this box. Still waiting for Centaur Pirate. Centaur. Or Cent Arbor. Or like Cent Harbor. Like a boat harbor. One day I'll get Dan to listen to me. You're calling it right now. You're pulling a Stellar Eddy. I'll take a Stellar Eddy. Wait, you just realized what's been wrong with the stream the whole time? You haven't been mixing your packs in a bowl? No, see, I put all the boxes in a bowl, and I've been pulling them out of a bowl. So it's like Bowlception. Instead of it being half man, it's half force, half boat. Oh, it's just a Centarbor in a boat. It's not even a different celestial. It's just literally Centarbor standing in a boat with a pirate hat on. Oh, 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 full art, full art, full art alert. Vertuka, Toxswarm, Rhynymph, Temple, Soul Stocks, Faramel, Barabog, Sovocell. That's another really dope full art. Is this Wrecking Art? No. Another Elite Four art. Elite Four and Wrecking Art. Knock it out of the park with these full arts. I love how there's like a little stellar larva cell right there. Or whatever. Is that larva cell? I'm assuming that's a stellar larva cell. Sovocell is in phosphorus. Phosphocell? No, it's faux like noodles, obviously. Look, I don't say I know how to pronounce the things. I just pronounce the things. Like, this is P Lucky, the best rapper in the world. Yeah, don't ask me to pronounce anything else. So we're still looking for Spirit Hollow. Or Error Pack. Another full art Error Pack, yes, maybe. P is silent. No, it's actually Plucky. People think it's pronounced Plucky. It's actually pronounced Giant Skyhawk. He's a 1/4 that searches the divine. Check his Twitter. He's a good musician, on top of being a judge. Retired Anisel. Hey! Unfortunately, that is another Lycaris. Not the end of the world, but I would have liked a different Hollow Spirit to, not go with the Lycaris. But hey, we'll take it. Your wife has a reverse stellar P Lucky then? Did you open your tourney pack? I did open my tourney pack. I got Elichick, I got Foamy, and I got Signectric. Not the best, but it's fine. Toxswarm, Rhynymph, Temple Sun, Guardian Fleece, Bloom, Ruminous, Soulstocks, Faramel, Exultus. Got one more pack. Now, here's the question. Do I make this my sacrificial pack for my collection? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, what you guys said it was 13 hollows in a box? Is that correct? Let me know real quick. If it's 13 hollows in a box, I'm leaving that pack sealed for collection. But let me go get my pack collection and show you guys. $14 hollows. All right, I'll open it. But you won't you have to save an OTP pack at some point? Yes. So I do have another OTP pack coming in. I did the pre-order for one more last minute, so we'll have one more OTP pack. But yeah, I have Artist Collection pack, Founders pack, all the Shadow Stars so far. I don't know where my Frostfall pack went. Awkward. But yeah, we have one of every pack printed so far. Except, I guess, my Frostfall went missing. That's awkward. Not gonna lie, that's awkward. I don't see it in the box. And it's funny because Helen literally told me, it's like, oh, where's your Frostfall pack? So then I put a Frostfall pack to the side. She's like, oh, I did forget to put a Frostfall pack to the side. Whoops. Oh well. Alright, we'll open this pack. I'll sacrifice a pack from my next box that I get in. No big worries there. Last pack of the day, we got a Barabib, Funguide, Rumacole, Humburst, Eddy, Leobrite, Ruminous, Soulstocks. We almost saved this pack! We almost saved the pack! Helen, we have a place at a P-Gleams now! It is a reverse seller. It's not serialized. But we almost didn't pull. We almost didn't open that pack. We almost didn't open the Peegleam pack. That would have been hilarious. If I didn't open that, that would have been hilarious. To like come back to that in a couple of years, be like, oh, let's open one of every pack from Celestial's past. Pull rate on Stellars, don't know. Definitely higher than regular Stellars. But it's funny, Helen really wanted this card. Bought one. Pulled one herself after buying one. And then said, oh, we'll give you the other Peegleam. And now I pulled a Peegleam. Man, we had a haul today. Oh, man. Those are some good pulls. Let's go back through everything for the day. Oh, man. Let me just put all this stuff to the side. And, yeah. You need a first light to go with it. I don't think I'm buying more starter decks, but maybe I'll buy another starter deck or two. Alright, let's go over the haul. Jeez Louise. Alright, let's start with the good stuff. We'll start with the good stuff. Alright. Start with the best. We got ourselves a Leonite Stellar today. We got ourselves a Peegleam Reverse Stellar today. Not a great card, but a cool card to have. Truly Reverse Stellar would have been falling on the back of the card. Yeah, then no one would see it. We got 2 base set art Lycris Hollows from Daybreak. We got ourselves a Nectar of the Gods full art. We got ourselves a Sova Cell full art. And we got from our starter decks a Nova Core full art, which is like a beautiful full art. Maybe not super playable, but definitely a really pretty card. For our Hollow Rares, we got a Majesty full art. We got a Rise from the Ashes, a Krakatuga, a Leonite, 2 Altars, a Pandora's Box and Phoenix, Exaltair, Voltempest, a Lotagon, and a Gatto Bolt from our base set boxes. Pretty cool, straightforward stuff there. And then we got a couple Brontowips. I think I got 3 today. I got 1 Celsius, we got 1 Circle. We got a Dense Fog, that'll go in the rare pile. We got 1 Kerbis, Cybermaul, a bunch of Fleeces, a bunch of Coastaliths, 1 Argo, 2 Specterus, 3 Helioliths, 1 Apollo, 2 Lustragon, a Sovocell, I'm already out of space. Nova Core, I'm already out of space. Specterus, an Arcolith, we're out of space. Okay, so we got 4 Golden Fleece Hollows. Thought we got 5. And 2 Lustragon. Where did I put the Lustragon? There he is. Not a bad haul. That was a box. That was 2 boxes. That was 3 boxes, actually. That was 3 boxes of just gas. That's like the best box breaks I've had. Like, legitimately. That was take a picture of that. That was wild. Yeah, and I was gonna play some games tonight and build a deck. I'm gonna just do that tomorrow. That was today was a ride. Today was a ride. Oh boy. Alright, I think I'm going to end there, guys. I've been at this for 2 hours, not terrible time. I got nothing else to open for tonight, and I don't really want to keep talking and building on the deck. My voice is starting to go. Going to LGS tomorrow to hopefully teach more people to play. Hell yeah, Terry Chase. Get more people onto the cope. Not the cope, the into the cult. The Celestials cult. But thanks everybody for showing up. Again, I am doing a giveaway right now for two $100 gift cards. Check my current video on my channel right now for that. Like, subscribe, etc. if you guys appreciate the content. And yeah, thanks for showing up today and enjoying me finding stellars after a very long time of not finding stellars, and like finding stellars in the funniest way I think imaginable. Of like literally the duplicate Piglium I didn't need, Leonite, which like I wasn't even expecting to pull a stellar. Let's be honest, from base set, and yeah, thanks for showing up. I will see you guys around, and you guys all have a great night, rest of your night. I will do another stream tomorrow, I think, to do some gameplay and some deck building. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys next. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all of you. Have a good one.